All right, hi everybody. Greetings from Chicago, where it is currently -8 degrees, -31 wind chill factor. I had a meeting here and I am done for the day quite early, and I didn't want to stay trapped in a hotel all day, so I thought I would come out and make a video in this beautiful little forest that's right across the street from my very cramped up hotel room. And what I was going to talk about is when I was in my meeting, I had some extra time, and so I was looking at Facebook, catching up with my wife, because that's how I talk to my wife, on Facebook. I was looking at her Facebook, and she had posted something. She said, if you're feeling powerless, trapped, sad, or disappointed, blah, 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 blah. And the blah, 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 I'll tell you in a second, but there was also hurt in there. But I noticed that the initials of the four sad things were powerless, trapped, sad, and disappointed, PTSD. And I thought, you know, that's so interesting, because when we hear PTSD, we think of some soldier who's been exposed to some, horrific battlefield scars, seeing things that human beings shouldn't see, and dealing with those traumas, the post-traumatic stress disorder, dealing with that and how it destroys lives. And I thought, sometimes feeling powerless, trapped, sad, and disappointed or depressed can slowly change a life, can slowly create a life maybe that we don't want to live. But we push it aside because we have kids and we have jobs and we have things to do, and we have things to take care of. So what we end up doing is just kind of living with our powerlessness. We stay trapped. We manage our sadness with, well, I manage it with chocolate, but we manage our sadness with, alcohol or drugs or hobbies that aren't all that healthy. And so we kind of get in this situation where our life just kind of slowly adds on and piles on years without us realizing that we've missed a lot or not taken care of a lot, or perhaps decided just to live a lower standard of our healthy existence with, I don't know if I call it sadness, but just apathy. So I thought, well, first of all, here was the quote that was related to, if you're feeling powerless, trapped, sad, or disappointed, know this. And it was a quote from theologian Karl Barth, who says, although none can go back and make a brand new life, anyone can start fresh and make a brand new ending. And I thought, that's super powerful if you let yourself absorb it. Every day this comes out. Every day. It might be hidden by clouds sometimes, but every day this beautiful sun rises, and we have a fresh start, and we can make a new ending. And I thought, I'm going to share a little bit, and my wife probably hates this, but I always share too much. But a few years back, maybe a decade ago, I went through some, a good bout with depression, something that really should have been dealt with much faster. But the point is, I was depressed, and I was depressed for a good 18 months. And the way I dealt with that at the time was just, the typical way a lot of people who are in mild depression deal with things, and that was maybe drinking. I didn't drink a lot, but, some drinking, but mostly just, chocolate or running. Sometimes I took the opposite effect, did something super healthy, and I would lift weights and everything, and honestly, in the middle of my depression, I got the best physical body, the best physical shape I had ever had, because what I did is I overindulged in weightlifting. But the point is, it didn't matter that I was in the best physical shape of my life, because mentally I was lost. Every day I was bawling my eyes out over, sometimes the emotion would just come on and hit me like a ton of bricks, and there it was, and I'd have to deal with it. And so somewhere along the way, there was a birthday party at Pizza Royale back home. And I was talking to my friend Carrie Sherman. She just basically asked me, how's life going? And for whatever reason, I decided to give an honest answer, and I didn't just say, hey, it's fine, things are great. Instead, I decided to tell the truth. And it was the truth in a very simple statement, and that was, not great, Carrie. And I just felt like somewhere along the way, I forgot that life wasn't fair. And, and then we went on and talked a little bit, and I don't remember getting into a lot of it. I think I was depressed over a relationship or whatever at that point. But the point was, I said to her, I forgot along the way that life isn't fair. Now that statement, we've all heard that life isn't fair. But when I went home that day, I started to think about life isn't fair, and it started to dawn on me that so the fuck what? life isn't fair.
Life's not fair, is it?
It's not fair! It's not fair! It's not fair!
It's not fair!
It's so not fair!
I didn't marry him. It wouldn't be fair.
Life isn't always fair.
You know, everybody deals with that every day. Nobody's guaranteed anything. But more importantly, so what if life isn't fair? Get up, dust off, and fix it.
I guess I just have to pick myself up, dust myself off.
Now, I want to say something about that. I'm not suggesting in any way that if you've suffered some real trauma that you should just get over yourself and fix it. But for myself, I was at a point where I could say, you know what, Mike? Life isn't fair. And you need to deal with that. You need to figure out how to make your life work better, starting from where you sit today. That's one of the best things we can do for ourselves. We can recognize where we are today. So I was at a point in my life where I had that talk with Carrie. I went home and I thought about it a little bit, and I decided I'd do one thing, just one thing. And that one thing was that I wouldn't skip work anymore, and that I would dedicate myself to working at work. A novel idea, right? So I went to work every day. And the permission I gave myself with this: you can eat what you want, you can drink what you want, you can cry all you want, you can do anything you want, but you will get up and you will go to work every single day. I went to work every day, and I did that for months and months and months and months, and I noticed, you know, that I was having less and less bouts with depression. I would certainly come home and, you know, just get hit by the depression, but I noticed it was further and further apart. So I started to develop more rules. I just started saying I'd do more things. Say, okay, so, you know, you're working out now. Why don't you change your diet a little bit? Why don't you fix that? So I slowly started to fix that, started to eat healthier, and I noticed I got a little leaner. And you know, within all of that, I guess the point is that I developed a little, I don't know if it's an algorithm or a math equation for fixing things in my life. So basically it's this: it's U plus X equals Y. So let's back that off a little bit. That's U plus X. That's some entity, whether positive or negative, whatever it is, it's an X. It's some unknown quantity of something, equals the Y of where you are, where you are. I'll give you an example. U plus lots of alcohol equals hair up over a toilet throwing up. You get it? That's why you're throwing up. U plus alcohol equals throwing up, too much alcohol. For myself, U plus lots of chocolate and lots of sugar and no exercise equals why I've gained the 25 pounds back from last year's marathon. And so it's a real simple formula, and it really started to work for me because it solved simple traumas, simple powerless feelings, simple sadness, simple disappointments, all of it. It really helped me start to micro solve problems instead of looking at some macro situation. I'm so much in debt. I'm divorced and I don't have anyone who I can date or be with. I'm 500 pounds and I need to, you know, save my life. The point is that I started to use this simple formula, U plus X equals Y, as a means of helping myself start to discover how to fix some of the things in life that are just a little bit off track. You do not need to have post-traumatic stress disorder in order to start fixing the little things in life that are just nagging at you. Let's do little things. We don't need big changes, right? A little change. If I lose 5 pounds in the next month, next 2 months, I'm 5 pounds closer, right? If I eat a little less chocolate and learn to deal with that and manage it, that's, you know, maybe another 2 days on my life in the future. I don't know. But the point is that we look at the big problems that surround us. Maybe our kids are struggling and we want to be there for them. Maybe our marriage is teetering and we don't know what to do about it, whatever it is. But whatever it is, doing a little bit, finding whatever that X is, what's some X that you can do to improve the Y. U plus 10 pounds less equals Y, you're starting to feel healthier. Now, who are you? You're the U on the Y end. You lost 10 pounds. So now the new you is 10 pounds lighter. So now what's your next goal? What's the next little thing you're going to do to improve? Because now you've lost 10 pounds and you know you can do this. And you're starting to realize, oh, this little goal I said I made it, so let me try another goal. So if you start to just tick off a bunch of little things. I don't care if you got to fix some shit around the house. I don't care if you have to lose just 5 more pounds. Maybe you've lost 30 pounds and you're trying to figure out how to get to that last 5 pounds. I know you can do it, A. And B, dude, don't stop. Don't stop 5 pounds shy of such a great goal. So finish that last 5 pounds. Figure out how to get it done. And that's really what this message was about. I saw this post from Sarah and I realized post-traumatic stress disorder. Right, it's such a big thing, but a lot of us suffer these little traumas. We feel powerless, trapped, sad, disappointed, maybe depressed. Okay, so we all have a little PTSD. So, realize life isn't fair. Realize that, yeah, you can't start over, but you can change your ending. This guy comes up every day. Every day. That's a promise. Every day is a new promise of something you can accomplish. You know, look outward. You feel great? I've been talking for 20 minutes and you're like, yeah, Mike, I watched all this crap. You did nothing for me. My life is good.
Fellas, look what I found in my pocket. Look, a year's salary right here. What I call them? Fun coupons. See that? A fun coupon. I'm on the sloop, John B. Grandfather.
Okay, great. Reach out and help somebody else. Start to do some services in your life. Find somebody who's not doing great. Find somebody who needs a little help, right? A buddy of mine, Dan, used to trade with him in Atlanta more than a dozen years ago. He posted something on Facebook. Make it your goal in 2018 to help one person, even if it's for a micro reason, something minor. Help someone move. Go pack up their shit and put it in a truck and help them move somewhere to a new life. Or God, help someone pull themselves out of depression. Tell yourself, I'm going to hang out with this guy once a week and I'm going to remind this person little things about them that I love. So they'll start to build the knowledge that they are lovable and that they are loved. He says, you help one person. There are 7 billion people on this planet. If you help one person and everybody helps one person, look at the power in that. That's 7 billion favors. Now I know, again, pie in the sky, right? Fuck, go have a piece of pie. Go have a piece of pie. Do one thing for one person. Get outside yourself for a second, right? And I'll tell you this for sure, and Sarah taught me this more than anything. Get outside yourself, and inside you'll start to feel better. That's a fact. That's a fact. So for 2018, I'm gonna stop talking now because I think I've got frostbite on my toes. So for 2018, set all the goals you want. Little goals. U plus some X equals Y. Life is improving. Point yourself in the direction of doing things that help others so that you inside start to feel whole, start to feel that true meaning in life. I love you. If you're watching this, I promise you I love you. There are no strings attached. Let's have a good 2018. I'll be home soon, sweetheart.